So, mic check, 1 2 1 2. There we are, season opener, league round 1, GT3 double trouble sprint. I'm your host, Kuba Kubica, RCL Admiral. This race happened on Wednesday, January 26th on Road Atlanta with all 13 GT3 cars. We have 14 now, so a new car is coming, BMW M4 GT3, so you can sign up with this car. So we are on Road Atlanta, the temperatures is 21 degree. Air temperature 27 degree track temp. Weather is very fair, it's very sunny. We run live weather, so it always can be a little different, of course. There we see the schedule. Round 1 today, then every month, once a month on Wednesdays. It's our schedule right now for season 3 for the GT3 Cup. So as we jump into the pole lap from Jakub Kowalski for Kowalski Motorsports in his Corvette C7. As we see, first sector purple, second sector purple, third sector was okay, but at the end his time was amazing. Let's see how he does that on the soft tires. Yeah, he runs a little wide here, but compromises. Is early on the throttle anyway, so that's okay. He stays away from the curb right here. He stays away from this curb. He uses the curb a little bit here, so that's crucial on this track, the curbs. If you hit them right in the first sector, you will have it easy for the rest. This corner very crucial as well. You have to be early here. And now one of the most important corners. Full speed here onto the straight. So Wilson in front was off track. I hope he sees that and lets Kowalski through. Some traffic always in the quali. So you always have to find a clean lap as well. Thank you, Wilson in the Audi for Wilson Motorsports. Wilson Racing, I'm sorry. Oh, little slide in the chicane. Third gear. Early on for a little wide here. Ah, now over the hill. And back to the straight. Back to the start-finish line. 170.297. Very good lap time. So there we see the top 10. Kowalski for Kowalski Motorsports, 117.2. Wilson for Wilson Racing, 117.7. Iliev for Zimitech Racing in the McLaren, 118.1. Loriot, his teammate, Zimitech, 180.3. Schroer for Schroer Racing, Ferrari, 118.4. Gomez for Viema Rookie Monsters in the Audi, 118.5. Smith for Craven Racing in the Ferrari, 118.5. Paparinopoulos for Bentley, 118.7 is his team. We will see right now the rules a little bit. Yeah, 2 times 30 minutes racing, reverse grid for race 2, weights for race 2, tire usage 2 times as well. Yeah, so we will see what happens. There's no pit stop mandatory. That's the points for race 1 and 2. We get +1 points for fastest lap in race, +1 point for fastest lap of in quali in race, and for leading a lap. So you can gain a lot of extra points here. Let's see who can manage it to get the most of them. So there we see again. So Paparinopoulos for GSR team in the Bentley. Alex Wolf for CR Racing. F. Stachio, teammate of Paparinopoulos, GSRT. Tefs for UFP Racing. Croak, teammate of Smith. Yeah, lots of people here. 2 did not qualify but start anyway. That's Page and Sovik. Sovik had problems. We just start. It's green. Away we go. We are on P8. Paparinopoulos, who finished P2 last season on the TTS. We had the triple trouble sprint last season. This season we do the double trouble sprint because we have to have the triple trouble for the BTCC already. So we see some action going on. No position change so far. I think Gomez could made up some place, it looks like. As we see, Gomez makes a place up here again. Ferrari, Schroer gets overtaken by Gomez. Audi for Viema Rookie Monsters. So Schroer Racing needs to find a way to get through. Evstachio then fights against Wolf. Wolf overtakes. Tries to get him back, but not here. Now, oh, as we see a fight at the front. They touched. Smith and Paparinopoulos go for all. Evstachio was a little wide. Tefs just overtook him. And Gomez now, with the overtake of the race. Watch out, incoming. Overtook 2 Zimitech drivers at once. Brave move, beautiful. Loriot tries to challenge him, but Gomez is just faster right now. He's the fastest guy right now on the track. Page then overtakes Vianney, or tries to. They nearly touched. Yeah. Let's see if Page has a good exit here. Tev's little problems in front in the Porsche. He's on the back of Vianney, but you can see how fast the Ferrari is on the straight. So it will be a good car for the Daytona road track, that's for sure. The Ferrari is so fast on the straight. Look at this. With a worse exit. Yeah, but the Corvette is good as well. I mean, Page just got it done. He's on P12 now. Tries to come back from the back of the field. Did not qualify. And Paparinopoulos against Schroer now. Yeah, he got him. Schroer with a little mistake. He went a little wide to the first of the two right-handers. Later on, Sovic then came from the back, had problems with GPU. Kowalski Motorsports on P13 goes through Vianney, and here you see again the sheer speed on the straight from the Ferrari. Manages to come back at the last third of the straight. Look at this. Will Sovic be able to outbrake him? That's the question, isn't it? Oh, in front we see Page going for P11 for Tevs, and behind Sovic gets it done, gets through the Ferrari of Vianney. As Tevs makes a comeback, he just snatched him back, so Page is on P12. Oh, Gomez out. What is that? He has a problem. Could be a difficult technical difficulty. It looks like he's DNF. So he parked his car. It's over for him. Next guy DNF. So maybe candidate for crash of the day. Look at this. The rear just snatched away. The rear just slipped. He couldn't control it, and bang, right into the wall it goes. So that's a DNF. That's a clear. Yeah, a clear did not finish for Wolf again. So CR Racing, little trouble here. Croak is out as well for Craven Racing. As we see Tevs, free ride, I think. Two Corvettes. Ah, he gets a bump. Oh no. Oh, he crashes into Lordy. His steering wheel is. He got collected by Lordy as well. Oh no. What a crash. So guys, welcome to GT3. Yeah, GT3 Wreckfest, I should say. No, but it's always. That's why it's called Double Trouble. So that was bad. So Tevs lost control because he got a bump. As Smith has a problem. Smith in the Ferrari for Craven Racing. Luca Vianney goes by. Smith is on P11 now. Vianney on P10. As Page spins, what happens? Was it a crash? Yes, it was. A wheel is missing. Is he realizing that? He's going for the next corner. He's braking. Oh, it will not turn in, man. Bang. That's a DNF. So double DNF for CR Racing. A very bad start for the season. As Vianney is P9. Tries to come back somehow. Smith challenges him. Goes on the left. And he went through. He spins. Vianney maintains P9. Lots of action here in race 1. Schroer then gets overtaken, I think, by Iliev. So Iliev now on P5, and Iliev spins out and collects some cones with it. They fly away. So Iliev comes back just in front of Sovic, who, yeah, he's on P8 already. Coming from the complete back of the field. It's close, but not close enough. So Iliev stays on P7. Sovic on 8. Vianney on 9. There's 20 minutes to go. Kowalski P1 still. Wilson P2. Loriot P3 and Paparinopoulos P4. Wilson was the champion of the last season, so he will try to get the win. Kowalski as well. He finished only P4 in the last season, so he has something to make up here in this GT3. Paparinopoulos tries to go for P3 for Loriot. Let's see. He challenges him. He's right on the back. It's not far away. And they go for corner 1. Very nice corner. Then very tricky section. Here over the curb. Here over the curb. The car can fly away here. So. And there we are. Lordy against Smith. Oh, Smith is... Ooh, Smith spins again. He has some trouble with the Ferrari. Maybe the setting's not correct. For 100% for this track. Yeah, race 1. We have a drop round as well. So lots of rounds to make up. At the end it will be 12 races, so 6 rounds, double trouble, always 2 races in a row. Oh, Smith tries but cannot. Smith finally gets it. So if we don't have the footage of someone overtook something, that's because we use the live the live stream footage from Twitch, so you can watch it live, all the races, and I will make the highlights video here. We also search for commentaries, so if you like to live comment and you hear it and you like our league, so you're more than welcome. We need live commentators. As Lordi spins, Lordi loses the positions. Tevs is now on P12, he was in the pit. Paparinopoulos still behind Loriot, so he's very close, 0.4 seconds. The Bentley has some power on the straight. Let's see if he can close the gap and maybe overtake Loriot, who makes a brilliant job here being on P3 against all these champions. Paparinopoulos multiple. Oh! Huge crash. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Loriot is out of the race, definitely. As Lordi is out of the race as well. He has a problem. He parks his car. So Paparinopoulos is multi-champion. That's what I wanted to say before Loriot crashes. So he doesn't have to prove bang right into the wall. He doesn't have to prove anything, but he's always fast. You can always count on him. So he will be always good. So RCL is more like a Racecraft school. We want to teach people Racecraft so they get prepared for the big stages. And Paparinopoulos is one good example of Racecraft. He's always fast. As we see P1 and P2, Callum Wilson behind Kowalski. Lordi then in the pit. He did not park his car. I'm sorry. He tries to repair the car. As we see Loriot coming to the pit as well for some repairs. Yeah, I can tell you they both will DNF, so that will not continue. The repairs are too long. Basically, it's over for race 1. As Iliev still on P6, now on the back on the statue from Greece. I think Iliev is from Hungary, so we have a Hungarian Greece duel here. The McLaren 650 Simitech against the Bentley from GSRT Racing. Not really, no, GSR team, not racing. So many teams, you know. It will get better. So Iliev on the back on the statue. He really tries to go for the top 5. Top 5 is always a good position. If you want to be champion at the end of the season, or if you want to be high, you always have to finish your races, always get the points. Callum Wilson. As we see a comparison of the fastest laps, so Kowalski, Wilson and Paparinopoulos going for the win. As we see Paparinopoulos coming right from behind. He's right there in the green Bentley. So 1:19.2, he's faster than the both. Kowalski struggles a bit as Wilson, so the tires should be off a bit. Paparinopoulos has fresher tires, it looks like, and more speed. That's what I said with the Racecraft. So it's 25 minutes into the race and he now finds his rhythm. He gets stronger and stronger the more the race progresses. Iliev still on the back. 5 minutes to go. Can he take P5s? Sovic is coming from the back as well, very fast. So Sovic is on the back of Iliev now. They 3 are fighting for top 5 position. Evstachiou, Iliev and Sovic. Sovic for Kowalski Motorsports. Did not qualify. Is now on P7. Very good ride. So let's see how that develops and who gets the top 5 for today's race. As Vianney makes a crash, let's see. He runs over the curb. Like I said, when you run too much over the curb, it can brutally outset your car and you crash into the wall in this track. Very sad. So Luca will continue, I think. He always continues when he can. So that's brave. That's how you become a champion one day. A legend, you know. Sovic now on the back on Iliev. Iliev on the back on the statue, who makes a good job on maintaining P5 right now. 3 minutes to go. So we have a fight for P1. We have P4, Schroe for Schroe Racing in the Ferrari. He's very confident in P4. It should be no problem for him to finish P4. And we have the big fight for P5 right here. So Iliev now somehow tries to catch him. That's not near enough. It will not happen here. So Evstachiou has to make a mistake as well. So they are all very good pace-wise. Evstachiou knows where he needs to be fast, where he can... Yeah. the exit of the corners is always important when you want to maintain the position in front. So, Kowalski, now, last seconds of the race. 1 lap to go. 1 second. Wilson 1 second behind. Paparinopoulos 2 seconds behind. As we see, Paparinopoulos gained, and now his tires seems to struggle a bit, because lap number 23 was not the best. They're almost the same pace. Could be the slipstream as well. But Paparinopoulos in lap 21, 18.7. So he gained a lot. He showed why you should count on him for being the champion this season as well. So those three are going for it, like always. When we see something, a mistake from Kowalski maybe. He makes some. Can happen. This beautiful Kowalski Motorsport skin from the Corvette. And this beautiful, not custom skin, but beautiful Audi skin as well. I like that one. That reminds me on my iRacing skins. Kowalski Motorsport skins on, on the Audi I had. So that's where the idea came from. The blue and red came from iRacing. Haha, you don't know everything, guys. I tell you this. So, last straight. It doesn't look like the positions will change, but who knows? There's a blue flag for Vianney. Maybe Vianney could interrupt a bit. Maybe he could disturb Kowalski so much that, let's see, last chance. Kowalski goes for the win or crash. It looks good. Vianney lets him through. Vianney lets Wilson through as well. Everything fine. Kowalski wins. P2, Wilson. P3, Paparinopoulos. Well done, top 3. Schroer is P4 for Schroer Racing. There we see the complete thingy. F. Statue for GSRT finished 5. Sovic finishes P6. So Sovic overtakes Iliev at the end for Kowalski Motorsports. Iliev for Simitech P7. Vianney for RCL Racing Italia P8. Smith for Craven Racing P9. And Tefs for UFP Racing P10. So I will announce the top 10. You can read all the rest. We see suspension damage, suspension, accident, suspension, DNF. That was a little crash fest. Let's see what happens race 2, because we have the reverse grid. And we have the weights. However, we see it here. So P1 gets 75 kilos, then 66, 57, 48, 39. So everyone has some little extra ballast on it. Not the guys who DNF'd. They will not reverse grid as well, so only if you finish the race you will reverse the grid. So we have very fast people on the back now with 0 kilos. Yeah, and some slower guys with 0 kilos on the front as well. Let's see what happens now as we go away to the start.
That was messy.
Yeah, it was a messy start, I hear. That doesn't matter though. It looks good on the stream. And Croak tries to overtake Page and... Nope. Nope. Not now. Not here. They just touched. Also, this is like a touring sport a little bit. You can touch a bit. It's not like a non-contact sport totally, but it has to be. It cannot be unfair because the penalty system will succeed at the end, guys. So you will not succeed. Penalty system. So Vianney gets overtaken by Iliev, who tries to get on podium here this race. I'm pretty sure Smith sees a chance to win. Maybe goes behind Tefs. And the Porsche with 15 extra kilos on his car. First lap is over. There we see some action on the back. No position changes so far. We go further on. 25 minutes to go. Wilson now overtakes Lorio. Wilson with 66 kilos. Very hard on the straight now. So can Lorio come back? And Kowalski is on the back as well. He's on the right side of Lorio right now. We see it in the mirror. They break. Callum cannot break that lane with his kilos. Kowalski as well. Tries to overtake. No. Not possible. He now has to fight against Page, who's coming from the back with 0 kilos. And, Page with a brave move on the outside. Overtakes Kowalski. Very good. Amazing stuff. As we hear Kowalski's talking a bit. And, a little crash. Croak just rammed into Kowalski.
Oops. I mean, I gave him space.
That's what Kowalski said. I mean, I gave him space. We will see. It will be all analyzed and the stewards will make decisions. Smith then, further on. Behind him is Iliev. Those three go for the win right now. As Lorio and Wilson again. Lorio will not let him pass by that easy. Lorio always known for being a little aggressive. But at the end, it's the points that count. So if you DNF too much, will give you nothing for the championship. And oh, that was unfair from Lorio, I have to say. Just from the oh, Callum gets bumped around. Page loses a position. That was a little unfair from Lorio, I have to say. So Callum was clearly there. But yeah, let's go. That's racing. It can happen. Yeah. Don't judge on the track. Just do the best thing you can to make the best out of situations. As Paparinopoulos on P5 already behind Vianney with his 57 extra kilos. It seems not to bother him really. Behind him his teammate. They chose wrong skins. So for next race, guys, we will need the same skins for every team. That's what I really want. Okay, so we can see the teams on the stream. As he goes by Vianney did not like defend a lot because he knows Paparinopoulos is a champ. Vianney is a beginner, gets intermediate now. He gets better and better. We love Vianney, so it's all fine there. Oh, crash. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it could be a revenge, but I don't think so. I think, oh, and another crash. So Wilson crashes into the wall and is out of the race. So that happened because Evstachiou, we will see that in the replay. Evstachiou, he slides, he wanted to control the sky, he came back, and Callum was right there. Wilson was right there, so it was not on purpose, but very bad luck. Could be a penalty for Evstachiou as well, because if you lose control, yeah, that's the things. Not a big penalty, of course, but yeah, things happen. So the crash before with Lorio, that looked ugly. I don't know what happened there, but that will be analyzed as well. Wow. What a crash fest so far. Though we had on this track, this is very difficult track as well. And someone spun. Who was that? Vianney spun. So Vianney spun and is now on P9. As Page tries to go past Schroer. Iliev now on P2, 27 kilos. What happened? Ah, Tefs was on the pit, so Tefs made the mistake. Smith is now leading. Iliev now on P2. Oh, what is that? He's inside of Smith. He turns him around. No. He tries to wait, but yeah, that makes no sense. So go on with your race. That's sad. So Smith got turned around. That could be a penalty for Iliev as well, guys. So yeah, we have a rule set, and yeah, things happen. I'm pretty sure that was not on purpose, and that can happen, especially on this narrow track. As Page tries to challenge Evstachiou. So we out is Vianney is out, Schroer is out, Wilson is out, Lorio is out, and Gomez is out already. So huge crashes here in season opener. Everyone tries to go over the limit a bit too much, maybe. As Evstachiou is very wide, maybe the chance for Page now. He's on his inside. He goes right and he gets through. So Page with a very good race. He's on P3 now. He gets the podium. If he maintains the speed, maybe he can catch Iliev. He has the speed, he has no kilos. So there we go. He's on the back. He's on the back of Iliev now. As Paparinopoulos is long gone. He's like 5 seconds off. So Paparinopoulos in the lead. As we see a lap comparison here of the latest laps, fighting for position 4 it is. Evstachiou for GSRT, Wolf for CR Racing in the Corvette, and Kowalski in the Kowalski Motorsports Corvette. We see the lap times. Kowalski gained some time. And now Page against Iliev. Iliev has no data for lap 8. That's because he cut it then. That means there was a cut somewhere. You can have 3 cuts and then you get a drive through. Paparinopoulos with amazing speed. As Kowalski tries to challenge Wolf for P5 with his 75 kilos. But look how he slides. It's just so difficult to overtake with his extra kilos, even if you have the speed. Page now on the inside of Iliev. And Iliev again, he doesn't see. So he lost the wheel. He's DNF. That's over. So Iliev with another crash. Iliev not with the, let's say, finest driving today. So that could give him some grid penalty for next race. But it will be all analyzed, of course. We will see what happened. Sometimes from this perspective you cannot really see. As Smith is in the pit, he struggles this race as well on Road Atlanta. We hope for a better race for round 2 for him in Daytona. As Alex now to have is right on the back on the F-Stachio. We know the Corvette is fast on the straight, especially when it gets a good exit. It's a very flat car. You see the Bentley. The Bentley is way higher. Look at how big the Bentley car is compared. He's on his left. He brakes late. And, oh, F-Stachio did not give him enough space again. So I'm sorry. F-Stachio, that's a 50-50 race incident. And, I mean, it's more on F-Stachio, but yeah. So, Wolf got through. F-Stachio, it was his fault. He lost 2 positions. So, penalty for Vianney. Vianney is back in the race. So, Vianney DNFs often and then comes back. Yeah. Loses 2 laps always. As Wolf! Wolf has a problem. And I know what it is. It's an engine failure. So, Kowalski on P4. Kowalski was on P3. Is now back on P4. So, if Stachio overtook him, Kowalski made a mistake as well. Very hard with this 75 extra kilos to... yeah, to not go off track as well. So there's Vianney goes for his first drive-through. Speeding in pit lane was the problem. Oh, he speeded in the pit lane. He has to go to the drive-through. He's on the last position anyway. As we have 6 DNF'd with Wolf, Page, Schroer, Wilson, Lorio and Gomez. Kowalski now on the back on F-Stachio. He really wants the podium. The podium would be it, as Paparinopoulos will win the race, it looks like. So Kowalski needs more points. It looks like Paparinopoulos will lead the championship after this race when he wins. Iliev is pretty safe on P2, so very good ride. Little unfair here and there, but very good drive, maintaining P2. Vianney spins. And at corner 1, so Vianney with problems this race. The Ferrari seems to be hard to control on the road Atlanta, to be honest. As F-Stachio and Kowalski passed by, we see 5 minutes to go. Paparinopoulos leads. Iliev is 8 seconds behind. F-Stachio 23, Kowalski 24, and then Krog on P5. Very good for Craven Racing. Tevs and Smith and Vianney, only people in the race. So half of field basically destroyed itself. Welcome to RCL Wreckfest. Haha. Kowalski. Yeah, the car is heavy, but still, he tries. There he is, 1 minute to go. He's on the back on F-Stachio now. As Iliev lost a ton of seconds, he must have spun. He's 20 seconds behind Paparinopoulos now, so not that comfortable no more. One more mistake and it could be it for the podium. As we see him driving by the camera. And we hear him. We heard him. So he is there in front. He is in the chicane. So Iliev is close to F-Stachio and Kowalski now. So that will be the last lap. 40 seconds to go. Oh, Kowalski with a brilliant exit. Can he challenge him? Look at the acceleration of the Bentley. No chance there. The extra kilos on the Corvette just too hard to try a move. But he has still 1 lap. This corner has to be good. He's inside. He goes over the curb. His car slides. Ooh. Okay, I think that's it. He should be happy with P4. Paparinopoulos there with 57 kilos wins race 2. Incredible. Brilliant ride from multiple champion. RCL champion. He was season 1 GT3 champion. He was P2 GT3 last season. And he wins race 2 here. Well done, Paparinopoulos, GSRT. Valentin Iliev maintains P2 for Zimitech. F-Stachio, P3 for GSRT in the Bentley. Kowalski Motorsports in the C7 Corvette. And Krog for Craven Racing in the Ferrari. P5, very well done, mate. And Tevs for UFP Racing in the Porsche P6. Smith for Craven Racing P7. And there we see the standings. 37 points for Paparinopoulos, 34 Kowalski, F-Stachio 25. Wilson with bad luck in race 2. So we will see more from him. We will see Kowalski, Paparinopoulos, Wilson and Gomez, I think, fighting for P1s all the time. So as GSRT leads before Kowalski and Zimitech, Craven, Wilson, Schroer, UFP, RCL Racing Italia, VMR Rookie Monsters, CR Racing Team, Team Lordi Racing. We have some teams here. You can still sign up. Yeah, the grid is not full. We missed some people due to illness and corona as well. We wish them best luck as we see some stats. Yeah, so race round 2. Round 2 will have weight penalties, championship standing dependent. So Paparinopoulos will have 75 kilos. Next race will be February 23rd on Daytona Road. So You will not miss that, you know. You can watch it live on Twitch as well. Or you can wait for the highlights here to get all the most information. See ya next time. And always remember, if you want to race, if you want to be a racer, you have to race. So be there or be not. RCL Season 3 Month 2, BTCC, TTS coming this week. Watch that. And like and subscribe. Peace.